Hey guys, Barry here from TGS with our first ever Back to the Future the Game live stream. Today it's going to be for episode 1 titled It's About Time. We're going for 100% completion of this specific episode as well as the entire game. It's going to be broken down for the streams into individual episodes since they're usually going to take over an hour up to 2 hours depending on the episode from what I understand. I'm going to be using a guide by True Achievements to get through the game, trueachievements.com. They deserve a shout out because they got plenty of good achievement descriptions plus some good guides for certain games, this being one of them. So really quick, as we're doing the intro, there are 59 achievements in this game, absolutely insane. They range from completing the episodes to completing certain portions of the game, which pretty much you get naturally. Then there's also the ones that are missable, and there's quite a few missable ones on each episode as we go through. Today we're only focused on episode 1. I'm going to do my best to not miss any achievements. If you go to the True Achievements guide, you actually can see episode 1 has an entire description of the entire mission on how to get through it. And then there's also a missable achievement section. The missable achievement section is probably the best way to get through the game. As long as you follow it as close as you can. There's only one difficult, well, it's not very difficult, but it's a little bit difficult during this mission where you can't mess up any certain words during this one section. So let's go ahead and hop in. But overall, really quick, the missable achievements for this first episode are called Deja Marty, Fate in Flux, Hi Bob, Plausible Explanation, Fuel Master, and that's it. For Deja Marty, it's just have to answer a question or statements properly where you have to pick the text from options. Fate in Flux has to deal with photographs in an apartment. Hi Bob will be near a law office. Plausible Explanation will be another part where you speak to the doc. Fuel Master is a different one where you actually have to listen to Emmett talk, and he stresses specific words, and you have to, mark which words he does, as it seems, or something like that. Either way, let's go ahead, let's hop in. I'm going to do my best to do this, as efficiently as possible for you guys, but do remember this is my first time playing the game, so there's bound to be a minor mistake here or there. As you can see, there's only 5 episodes, so it's not that long of a game. What the heck's play video mean? I have no idea. I think it's about creating the game, but we're doing It's About Time. So, you can see the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, all right there. I'm going to do them in individual streams as mentioned, so it should take roughly 5 streams to complete the game. Let's go ahead and start It's About Time. Some reason it put me here, so we're going to click New Game. Before we begin, would you like to see how notifications when Marty has a new goal? Sure, let's take a look as it's our first time playing, so we can get an understanding of how it works.
Alright, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's
Pausing the game, sorry for the interruption, but this is for the fact that we want to turn subtitles on. There'll be no more interruptions.
Saturday morning, October 26th, 1985, 1:18 a.m., and this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Not me. The car. The car. If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this, watch this.
So, here's this part. You disintegrated Einstein.
88 miles per hour! The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
Hot Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Doc. You disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
So at this point, you're going to want to select you built a time machine out of a DeLorean, and that'll pop the first missable achievement. So let's go ahead and do it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're going to build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
So the achievement should pop after the cutscene. It doesn't seem that it popped. It is called Deja Marty. This one right here. Not too sure what happened, but let's go ahead. It should pop for you. We're gonna go up to this toolbox right here.
What's in the box?
Don't touch that! It's plutonium!
Plutonium?
How do you think I generated 1.21 gigawatts of power?
Oop, I was in the wrong box.
Notebook.
Here's the toolbox.
Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention, the thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of science.
And there's the achievement, Deja Marty.
To build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. Is mass equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of Z times C squared, and the flux dispersal rate is inversely proportional to the fourth root of N, carry the 9, then...
You can pick any of these options here, has no effect. As you saw, the achievement popped very late. I was actually getting concerned that I did something wrong, but
mass equals I times
let's
Z.
do this.
Something's way off here. Doc?
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake!
Doc! Doc, no!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc! Doc!
It was all a dream.
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Well, you're safe and sound now, back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late!
So the next step's going to be to arrive at Doc's house. Episode 1, It's About Time. You can see that was the scale of Hill Valley Town Square. Just a hint, that's one of the things we're going to have to look at to ensure we cover everything that we need to.
Dad, are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc stuff. The city has no right to...
Now, son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty.
Hi, Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just... remembering.
Alright, so we gotta select the items around the lab to make sure Doc didn't leave anything behind. I think that takes us outside. It's a little bit weird how this works. So we're just gonna look at everything.
Hey, let me!
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very emotional time for him.
Oh, sure. Sorry, Marty.
Apparently that's the dog machine. Just wanna make sure there's a dog ball.
I miss Einstein.
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
Hey, Dad. I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
Let's wait on that because I'm not too sure if that'll push it back. Alright, so here's one of the first things that you really want to look at. I've been looking at everything just to kind of show you it all because each thing obviously initiates a mini cutscene or this or that. So in the right rear corner of the room there's a scale model of Hill Valley Town Square. Inspect it and you'll find a Doc's notebook within the courthouse with a famous clock on it.
Doc built this model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
So as you can see, Biff comes over.
You know, you and my folks go way back.
Yeah? So?
So how about letting me have that model courthouse, for old time's sake?
I think I'll keep it.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, looky what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something.
So now we're going to need to find something to distract them. You're going to head back to the left. And you're going to look for... Let's see, hold on. There's stuff over here. So let's take a look.
Hope that wasn't poison gas or anything.
Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Wow. Biff is not like the movies. He's a much more hard-ass in the movies. So what we're going to do is we're going to ignore Biff, and we're going to head over this way. Let's look at this real
Like a
quick.
hand crank lightning rod, or maybe a lightning-powered pencil sharpener.
What we want to do is we actually want to head over here.
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies.
See that? There's Marty's guitar.
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Alright, so we picked up the guitar. I think we hit X. Now we're going to connect it to the amplifier.
Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
Now, Biff, I think that's Marty's guitar.
Oh, gosh, you're right, Mr. McFly. Oh, here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks. Wow, that was sizzling hot, like a melting ice cube.
So we're going to go ahead. Now we talk to Marty's dad.
Hey, Dad. About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way. You know where to find me.
Let's go ahead and go through these just so you guys know.
Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know...
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son, but the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all. Problem? Biff?
He's got this thing, see, and I really need to get it back.
If he stole something from you...
No, it's one of Doc's notebooks. He found it first, but...
Oh, well then I'm not sure what to tell you. I guess you'll just have to appeal to his better angels or something.
Or something. Do you think dreams can predict the future?
Well, you know I don't go in for that mystical stuff. but I do think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future.
That notebook is Doc's legacy. I've got an obligation to protect it.
Now, hold on a minute. Didn't you just get done telling me Doc's still around? Off traveling somewhere?
Yeah?
Then how is it your obligation to protect his legacy? You can't have it both ways, Marty. If Doc's alive, he can protect his own legacy.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
That covers all conversational pieces. We're gonna go ahead and do what we need to do.
Good, but it needs more bass. And treble. And volume.
So basically this time we're gonna go ahead and we need to turn up the controls.
And now, something your kids are really gonna like.
Thanks for warming them up for me, butthead. When it's 1 for the monkey, 2 for the snow, 3 to get ready. Now go, Scat, go! Woo! You want to hear a number by Biff and the Biff-Tones? Always happy to play for my adoring fans. When it's 1 for the monkey, 2 for the snow, 3 to get ready. Now go, Scat, go! Woo!
So this is a little confusing.
Quality's good, but it needs more bass. And
I need to
treble.
turn on the bass, treble, and volume.
And volume.
So how do I do that? Oh, I almost had it. It's like it doesn't want me to get this. There we go.
Let's make some noise.
You want to turn it up? And now that it's up, we want to go for the guitar.
You want to hear a number by Biff and the Biff-Tones? Always happy to play for my adoring fans. Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say.
Whoa!
Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Doc, where are you?
Here we go.
Doc? Einstein! Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
So since we're here, I guess that's the only thing it's allowing me to look at. Tried to move it around.
Marty?
Ah!
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these 4-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is. I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now? Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe. Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc.
So basically, we want to go up to Einstein now, from what I understand, and give him the shoe to smell. So we're going to use the item.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something! Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Alright, so the dog's here in front of this building. We're going to go ahead and use the buzzer. And, we want to buzz Strickland.
Step away from the door.
Ah!
Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see. A shoe? Now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there! Leave that creature outside!
Achievement, Doc's Legacy.
Sorry, Einstein.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. Have a seat, Sonny.
So, once we get control, we gotta look at these photos.
You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Just looking out the window yelling at people. Alright, so for one of the achievements, we want to head over here and we want to look at these until we find the picture of basically Strickland in his uniform, who is the principal in the movies.
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
So I think we want to go back again.
Marshal Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100 years ago.
That's not how I remember it. Jeez. They all
And
look
again.
like they've got sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing. Jeez. They all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing.
Seems like those are the only 3 photos that I can go up to. The achievement hasn't popped yet. These achievements have a tendency to pop late, though.
Jeez. They all
Yeah,
look like they've
that's
got
the
sticks up
official
there.
last
What's
one.
that?
Nothing.
So we're gonna go ahead and check the rest of this stuff at this point.
What are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly.
It's legitimate journalism.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Man, these are powerful. I could see Biff going into the video store.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe the filth that boy watches. Yeah, he's nothing but an out-of-control hedonist, just like his father.
If there's a clue to finding Doc out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking.
Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Think that's... What, we just walk into her kitchen?
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
U! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
Einstein brought me that shoe from the past. But when in the past?
Alright, and the last thing I'm gonna do is go back to the
Jeez.
pictures.
They all look
Yep,
like they've
same
got
thing.
sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing.
And
Jeez. They all look like they've got sticks
I had to do
up
it again because she never responded like
Nothing.
that to the previous one. At least to my knowledge, she might have. But now we want to speak to her, and hopefully the achievement pops.
Miss
I
Strickland?
verified like 4 times now.
Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree! Yes?
So we want, when did you
When
lose your
lost
shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Aye, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that?
Tiff Tannen! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Don't let me keep you from your business.
It says to use the binoculars.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Mind if I take a look?
Go ahead, dear.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date!
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
So now we need to get into her archives. To do that, we got to get her out of the room. So we're going to use the radiator on the left of the window.
There's the whistle. Surely
So when she leaves,
by now.
we need to go over and to look at the newspapers on the couch on the right as she's gone.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out!
Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
What a crazy lady. The achievement still hasn't popped. Fade in flux. I don't know why.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
It's a costume. Tonight's the big, Halloween party.
Halloween party? In May? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone. You ready to go, Einstein?
So now that we're in here, we want to go ahead and use the switch to turn on the time circuits.
Time circuits? On. Flux capacitor. Fluxy.
Next, we're going to want to turn on the flux capacitor. So let me move the thing around. There we go. It moved for a second. This is weird. There we go.
Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Rescue mission is on the way. So we should get the achievement back in time at some point. These achievements seem very delayed on Xbox One. Each time they pop after I get them,
Einstein,
quite some time
where do you
after.
go now, boy?
How about a close call?
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
There's gotta be some sort of mistake here. Carl wouldn't do something like that.
It's surprising the lengths a person will go to when it's a clear-cut matter of right and wrong. You've got an honest look about you. You do support the side of righteousness, I trust.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Ask him where I can get the address.
Ah, I see! Because you want to blast it to smithereens just like Carl Sagan did. With public-spirited citizens like you around, the lawless element will be on the run in no time. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
We can make up any name. Let's go for Sonny Crockett.
Sonny Crockett.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Crockett. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know. I met you back. I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
Alright, so we're gonna go for another missable achievement, even though for some reason seems like 2 of the achievements I should have gotten haven't popped, including one for main story playthrough. But we'll go for the next one anyway. We're going to walk down the street to the left, past the barber shop and the speakeasy ruins, until you have a spot, until you spy a sign that reads Law Offices of Gale. So let's go ahead and go down the block. There obviously is the exploded region. There's Law Offices of Gale. Let me see what it says here. Interact with the sign.
Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine. Attorneys at law. No solicitors.
So basically all it says is that you have to read the sign. A reference to the writers and producers of Back to the Future. Simply interacting with it should get you the achievement, Hi Bob. As you can tell, the achievements are being extremely glitchy right now. But here is the achievement that should be popped. Hi, Bob. Let's go ahead and continue left until Soup Kitchen appears. There's the Soup Kitchen. Today's special, yesterday's soup. And it seems like we have to cross the street here. We go past the Soup Kitchen. Trying to walk down the block that way. There we go. It's a little bit weird how it keeps turning the screen.
Doc!
Marty!
Doc!
What are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system. Of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan?
A plan, right. But what?
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me! 1931 me!
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely!
Alright, so after that, you're gonna need to... Where can I find your younger self? So this one right here.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
So you actually want to take this time to go for another missable achievement.
Doc!
Marty! Have you found my younger self yet?
I go, where have you been?
Where have you been all this time? I missed you.
I've missed you too, Marty. But I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of time travel.
I gotta admit, it was nice to not have my family history blowing up in my face for a few months.
Besides, I've been busy raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
So next, you want to ask how's the family?
So how are Clara and the kids?
They're fine, fine. Right now we're trying to decide where to send Jules and Vern to college. Clara prefers the 2020s, but I'm partial to the 1960s. We're planning on visiting you and Jennifer in 2011 soon.
Me and Jennifer? In 2011?
Oh, forget I said anything.
Next, where'd the DeLorean come from?
Where'd the DeLorean come from? The last time I saw it had been smashed to pieces by a train.
It's a fantastic story. Do you remember when the DeLorean got struck by lightning in 1955?
Yeah?
Unbeknownst to either of us, the lightning produced a temporal duplicate of the time machine, one that was tossed 70 years into the future.
What?
I found out about it during a trip to 2025 and recovered it just in time to stop Griff Tannen from vandalizing the time stream.
Heavy. So that DeLorean...
is for all intents and purposes the exact same machine as the original. Plus or minus little bells and whistles I've added over the years, of course.
So you should get the achievement, a plausible explanation. After you do that, achievement, rare achievement, a plausible explanation, 15 gamer score, 7.43% rare. Seems for some reason that achievement popped, but not the other two that we should have received.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
Let's continue on. Anything I miss, I guess I'll go back for at the end of this video and replay certain parts. So now we're going to double back to the soup kitchen and watch an even earlier generation of Tannen and McFly. Just making sure they're not out here on the sidewalk or anything. It really makes you hold a weird angle. Alright, so I think now we can just go in the soup kitchen.
McFly!
Biff?
Kid!
Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it! If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk?
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid. Well?
Well, what?
Well, what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly?
Yes?
That hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Alrighty, so after that, we're gonna head left, go to the phone. Well, actually, let's do the rest of the interactions.
Okay. Hey, never mind. I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline. There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help. Okay. Hey, never mind.
So, I'm just trying to show you guys each of the options.
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa! Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
Before I continue on with the story, I figured I'd quickly go back outside as we really didn't look at everything that's available to look at.
Sisters of Mercy Soup Kitchen. Come for the soup, stay for the salvation. Hill Valley Police Station. Cripes, this place looks old, even for 1931.
I continue on. We already spoke to Doc. I'm not sure if there's anything to the left of here. I think we officially hit the end of the street. We're going to go back and just look at everything just to make sure that we pretty much cover everything in this guide playthrough. Because on top of showing how to beat it, I'm just trying to show overall your available options. So far I've done it for most of the stuff. This part makes it, you have to like hold it at a weird angle to get across the street. Controls get a little bit iffy in these sections. Look at the bank.
How can I help you, sir?
Apparently you go in the bank.
Without any money, I don't really have any business in there.
There's a sign that pop the
Zemeckis
achievement.
and fine. Attorneys at law. No solicitors. Lamont's House of Ermine. I guess there's not much call for fur coats in the middle of the Depression, especially in June. I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, bum.
The people here are not very friendly.
Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like, a hunting lodge?
Majestic Arms. Transients welcome. I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients. Wow, looks like they used a real shark.
And that's the end of the street, so now we're going to go back to the soup kitchen and make that phone call. I don't think we can go any faster than this. that tells you the time. Seems like you can walk across here. I'm not sure what else you can do over here, but... Oh, apparently we can go this way. Seems like that's all I'm able to do. I don't know if we can walk around it. Nope, that's all you can do. Let's go back. It's just so weird, the angle. You gotta hold it to get across the street. There we go. Let's get in the soup kitchen. Achievement popped. Hi Bob, 20 gamer score. Name checked. Back to the Future creators. That's the one where you read the sign. As I said, these achievements seem to be popping late. It seems that we got 4 of them. Let me see what we should be at. We should be at 1, 2, 3, 4. We should be at 5. We actually didn't get the back in time one, which is mission related, so I'm not too sure why that didn't pop. But we're going to continue on. 1 second, I want to make sure I'm on the right spot. So we're going to go ahead and make the phone call now.
Brown residence?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me you worked at the courthouse.
So we're going to go ahead and head to the courthouse. But really quick review of achievements. So let me just see what we've gotten so I have an understanding of what we're missing. Deja Marty is the first one we should have gotten. Then we should have gotten Doc's Legacy, which we got. Then we should have got Fate and Flux, which we did not get. Which is the one dealing with the pictures. I'm pretty sure. Back in Time, we did not get as well. Hi Bob, we did get an plausible explanation we got. So we're missing 2 actually at this point. Not sure why, because we did exactly what the guide is saying to do. Which is kind of a little bit disappointing, but there's nothing we can do about it. So now we want to leave the soup kitchen and head over to where we got to go. We're going to cross the street to the left and head across the courtyard. We're going to head across the courtyard. Why does it keep these weird angles? I have no clue. That's something I will say, these angles are so weird for walking. Like instead of bottom right on the controller, I'm holding it upper left. There is a way out of here, okay. There's Einstein.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
We want to head across the street and climb the steps at the front. Let's go ahead and go in.
Don't touch those! These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
So that was the younger Emmett.
Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm, Sonny Crockett.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact.
So what we want to do is we want to catch him. You're going to hold B to catch up. We need to talk to him.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
So, you want to keep talking with
It's
him?
important business you're up to.
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party of the first part.
You have no idea what it's about.
Achievement back in time.
That's how important it is.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Crockett, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer, or soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. Oh, let's start over. Force equals mass times acceleration plus. That's Newton. But how many newtons are required to maintain a constant mass if acceleration is reduced by the...
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Achievement, Fate in Flux. Heard about the curious fate of Marshall Strickland. These achievements are popping at the most random times, so we officially got all the achievements now that I should have been getting. Your goal here is to drill him down until he only has 2 options left.
I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
We got the only 2 options left. So now we're gonna back out of this conversation.
Sounds like you're
not
really
letting
scared
me.
of your father.
We'll just select that.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
Alright, so now we need to go speak to the older doc again, which means we need to make our way down the sidewalk. Now we're going to cross over. Such weird angles to walk. For real, for real. Alright, here we go. We want to speak to Doc again.
Psst, Doc!
Morty, how goes the escape plan?
Well, I met your younger self.
Great.
And I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why will I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
The Expo?
Yes, the Expo! How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, It was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
What do I do to convince Team Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know. H to the something with an inverse of something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
I still can't figure out what your younger self is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
So we want to get out the tape recorder. And now that we have the tape recorder in use, we want to go find Doc's younger self. And our goal is going to actually be to record him. So let's sprint as fast as we can to where he may or may not be. There he is.
Of course, that's Newton. But how many...
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Crockett!
Come on, you can trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
Let's wait for him outside the law offices.
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. Oh. Or do we take H to stand for...
I had no idea what it was. I don't think they had tape recorders back then, but I may be wrong. So let's go over to Doc and have a conversation again.
Psst, Doc! So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
young?
I was going to say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals a Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
it'll be fine.
So
what was H again?
The Hamiltonian operator.
Got it. What was H again?
The Hamiltonian
Sorry.
Got
Thought
it.
he had a different response.
So, what were you doing in 1931 anyway?
Oh, nothing terribly exciting. Indulging in a little personal nostalgia, picking up a few rare out-of-print books to surprise Clara on her birthday, solving a historical mystery or two. The usual.
The usual? You lead a pretty unusual life, Doc.
It's an unusual universe, Marty.
I hate to tell you, Doc, but your last time departed display is on the fritz.
It is? So how did you find me?
I found one of Edna Strickland's shoes in the DeLorean.
How did one of her shoes get in the DeLorean?
Einstein took it from her.
He did? How strange. Ivy almost never attacks people. Not without a good reason, anyway.
How'd you wind up in jail in 1931 anyway?
During my trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's unsolved mysteries.
The fire at the speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safely hidden across the street. But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail, charged with arson.
That's horrible.
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's tannin is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
What's the story with this kid Tannen jerk anyway?
Biff's father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, if Biff will be born in 1938, and Kid will be in prison...
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
That's a busy 3 hours.
No kidding.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna? We never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socioeconomic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just about lost her mind.
That would explain a lot. I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell them.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we save me from a grisly death in 1931.
Hang in there, Doc.
So we gotta find his younger self. Let's see. The weird running style.
Now if H stands for...
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Crockett.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator?
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is the Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course! Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning?
Let's see, so we need a fully operational model.
That's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. If it'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Arthur McFly? I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
Shh! It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Alright, so, really quick, I just want to show that I did get all the achievements I was supposed to so far, all 6. We have to deliver the subpoena, and we'll pop an achievement called Hello Young Friend. Well, that was Edna. I'm not too sure if we're supposed to talk to this guy, but we're gonna do it anyway.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here! How about you? Huh? I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. And he's very busy today.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you missed a spot.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut bowl.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? I'm hanging on to my peanut bowl.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
On second thought, I'm not hungry.
Then quit wasting my time. Shine!
About Arthur McFly.
Yeah?
So, one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
I sure could go for some peanuts.
Lucky for you, I'm in a giving mood.
Let's accept the peanut this time and see what happens.
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Hey!
What'd you do?
you lousy crook!
Emmett!
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen! Hey! Ow! Fix me up!
Where'd you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
I don't know if that was the order I was supposed to do that in, to be totally honest. So from what I understand, we're supposed to play along. You deliver the sub-pointer to Arthur McCloy. You should also pop the achievement, Hello Young Friend, which should not pop. After that, we're supposed to actually go speak to Edna. So let's go ahead and speak to Edna. This is what you're supposed to do. I kind of went out of the...
Hey, Miss Strickland.
...pathway
Hello,
there.
Mr. Crockett. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
So now we want to ask about soup deliveries.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
So we gotta ask about the Stay Sober Society.
Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please tell your friend Emmett we accept. The meeting isn't due to start for a little while, so that'll give our people some time to set up.
Alright, next we gotta return to the soup kitchen, but let's quickly ask about the other
You
stuff.
interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions...
Yeah?
You can let me know when they're running low on soup.
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh, who?
The orphanage.
My, how those little ragamuffins can eat.
Alright, so after that we gotta return to the soup kitchen.
All right, Edna, just think of all those poor unfortunates and hold your nose. Mr. Donnelly!
So you want to return to the soup kitchen, then use the doors if you're going to turn around and leave. Eden enters, picks up a barrel of soup. Notice the cue ball gives her a barrel from the table, not the shelf.
Hey, cue ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
So...
excuse me.
Yeah?
Could I have a bowl of soup?
We're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribolita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried... salt?
Salt? What, do you think it's too bland? Too mild? I didn't put too much pepper in it, did I?
I just think it could use a little more salt.
No accounting for taste these days. The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
So, pretty much, it seems like the story plays a little bit differently each time you play, or you could do it, depending on your decisions. Either way, you should get through it. Basically, Eden entered, pick up a barrel. She got the soup. Just gonna leave real quick because this is a little bit confusing. Oh, here we go. This is what I was trying to trigger.
Miss Strickland, come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tennant's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Alright, so there we go. Finally got that to work out the way it should have. to the left to trigger another cutscene. There goes down on the elevator. Gotta try the door to the right of the telephone, and then we gotta tell Emmett we're having trouble getting in the kitchen. And then Emmett will get to work on the door. We head to the right, and wait till you hear Eureka.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help. Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second. Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
We head to the right until we hear Eureka from the other side of the room. That means you've walked far enough.
Eureka!
Talk to Cubo and ask for some soup. When asked, you suggest whatever ingredient you like. Let's do it again.
You talking to me?
So you ask about some soup. You'll suggest whatever ingredient you like.
I've got some...
While it's distracted, we have something to do a bit delicate. Walk a bit to the right, just enough to change the camera from close-up of Marty's back to wider view. If you get close to the main door, Cubo will leave the stove and sit back down. If this happens, you'll have to try the soup again. So let's suggest paprika.
Paprika?
I just think it could use a little color.
Color?
To get the angle of the change, stop and use the red pipe on the wall. Use object highlighting if you're in trouble. This should trigger another cutscene where Edna picks up a barrel of alcohol instead of soup. We need to get it from her, so leave the kitchen and return to the place in the park where we spoke earlier.
More soup?
Please. And tell Kid that soup or no soup, he's not fooling anyone.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow.
So we need to get it from her, so leave the soup kitchen. Now we need to return to the place in the park that we spoke to her earlier, which is right over there.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Crockett. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober
Ask her if we can
Society
deliver
is due
soup.
to begin very soon.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The Stay Sober Society.
That's right! They'll soon be gathering at the Brown estate, and we haven't provided refreshments. I can't get over the generosity of your friend Emmett, volunteering his father's house for our meeting.
Huh? Wait there! Sonny! What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing?
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question.
Why?
I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
So we need to say they're sober.
They're sober. It says so right in the name.
Well, okay, but a Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him.
They'll be quiet. You'll be quiet, right?
Oh, yes! I play my tambourine very softly.
You hear that?
Yes, but...
But what?
But it's still impossible.
Just say okay then, forget the whole thing.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't?
No. I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait! You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face. Edna Strickland, I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You worry too much, Emmett.
Should get the achievement Junior Bootlegger badge.
We're off to build your rocket drill.
And get my patent.
Yeah, your patent.
I gotta serve the Subpoena. Lead the park and cross the street off into the distance. You should be back on the sidewalk by the law office's sign. Continue on the street to the barber shop and talk to Kid Cannon. Agree to a shine of shoes, blah blah blah. Ask isn't that the Artie's hat, and then ask for some peanuts. There's the achievement, hello young friend, the one that we should have got before. These are all popping so late, oh well. But either way, you can agree to shine of shoes, isn't that Artie's hat, then ask for some peanuts. And when he agrees, ask what in the hell is that, snatch the hat from Tannen and the help. Return to the park and use the hat on Einstein to track Arthur down. So we already got the hat, which I kind of did early, just exploring the area. So we're going to go ahead and go to the dog with the hat.
Einie?
It's short for Einstein.
Einstein, of course, because he was a patent officer just like you.
Hey, honey, come here for a sec, boy. Hey, boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat?
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out. Huh. Deja vu.
Alright, so, let us see. After arriving at Filmmaker, we can immediately head to the right and back to the town square. Now that kid is back outside the barber shop. Go over to him until you chased onto the roof of the gazebo. I'm just following the instructions, guys, so this is what it's telling me to do. So there he comes back outside the barber shop. You want to go over to him until you're chased onto the roof of the gazebo. Then you got to use the tape recorder on Kid. Let's get our tape recorder out. Guessing this will be a cutscene type thing.
Well, well, look who's back! They say rats always return to the scene of the sinking ship. Get 'em, matches! down from there, you son of a bitch! Right now! That's an order! Don't make me angry, Schmucko! Get down here and face the music! You can't get away that easy. No! What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now! You're only making it worse for yourself. The longer you stay up there, the longer I'm gonna take evacuating your guts!
Eviscerating.
That's what I said. So if you know what's good for you, you'll get the hell down from there.
I don't want to record them right
I'm
now.
a patient guy, but my trigger finger's getting itchy. What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now! Come down from there, you
I don't want
son
to
of a
record them
bitch!
right now.
Right now! That's an order! What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now! Don't make me angry, Schmucko! Get down here and face the music!
I don't want to record them right now.
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt?
I'm not sure what's going on here. It's not letting me do anything else. So we did
Get
that.
away that easy. Nobody puts one over on
I
Kid
don't want to
Tannen and
record
lives
them right
to tell
now.
about it. You're
What is the game talking about?
better start composing your epitaph now.
It says use the tape recorder on Kid, then interact with Einstein to get down once you got the recording. Kid
Making
Tannen.
it worse for yourself.
A.
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now! Come down from there, you son of a bitch! Right now! That's an order!
I don't want to record them right
Don't
now.
make me angry, Schmucko!
I don't want to record them right now.
Face the music!
Sure if it bugged out or something, because
That easy. Nope.
no matter what I'm doing, it's just not agreeing with me. So I'm about to just stick another item in the spot and then talk to the dog.
And lives to tell about it. You're
This is strange. Is there any way to get rid of the items?
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
Who's he calling scrawny?
I did that. There we go.
Help!
Lay off! Get away from me, you crazy mutt!
Go away, dog. We're busy here. Go on, scram. Hey, where'd he go?
You let him get away, idiot!
So, basically what it says, use a tape recorder on Kid, then request to get down. Once you get the recording, head back to the police station and continue past it in order to return to Arthur's. So let's run. We do not want to go off front of there again. We want to head over to Arthur's. So we go this way. Alright, we're exiting the Arthur's. Now we want to basically use the buzzer, use the tape recorder on Arthur, and then use the subpoena on Arthur. So here we are.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know! Hey, Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know you?
So let's go ahead.
We represent the law.
You don't want to go against the law, do you?
No, but I don't want to go against Kid Tannen either. And he ordered me to stay put till he gives the word. Sorry. Some other time. What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We've got something for you.
It's a
subscription to the Accountant Weekly. You won't come out if we knows why we're really here.
No, right.
I'm not interested. And besides, the boss won't let me leave the room. Sorry, some other time.
So apparently I'm selecting all the wrong options. Let's do this again. I'm guessing it's the bottom one.
What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We've got some important information for you, but we can't yell it. It's private.
Then put it in a postcard and send it. I'm stuck up here till the boss tells me I can leave. Sorry, some other time.
Oh my gosh. I'm doing it, clicking all the wrong answers here, so just save yourself the hassle if you try to do this using this and go right to the first one.
Now.
The we're family thing seems to be the only one that may work.
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
I'm your mother's great nephew.
You mean my second cousin?
Yeah.
Glad to know you, but I can't leave this building till the boss says so. He's given strict orders. Sorry, some other time.
What the heck? Are they joking right now? Oh my gosh. Well, I just realized that we got to use the tape recorder, and that is why it's not working. I thought we were going to have to try and get him to come down, but let's try this with the tape recorder out.
I don't think so. Maybe not.
So random how this works.
My grandpa may be a little wimpy, but he's got great taste in hats.
Alright, let's do this again. This time I'm going to pull out the recorder after I press the button.
What now?
Because that's the only way it seems it'll work. I pull out the tape recorder now. Now talk to him.
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
It's Kid. Right away, boss. Where's Kid?
I don't want to record them right now. Hey! Arthur. Maybe I should have led with the subpoena.
What now?
It's me again. Please come.
Why?
We've got something for you.
It's a
subscription to the Accountant Weekly.
Oh, this is just ridiculous.
He knows why we're really here.
No, right.
I'm not interested. And besides, the boss won't let me leave the room. Sorry, some other time.
Okay, so this is where this game's starting to get a little bit iffy, but basically what we have to do is we have to do this. We're going to have to use the recorder to bring him downstairs, and then we got to give him the subpoena. It's a little bit confusing, but I think I finally am getting how this works, so we got to use the tape recorder on him.
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
It's Kid. Right away, boss. Where's Kid?
Arthur McFly?
Yeah?
Got something for you.
Thanks. A subpoena?
ordering you to appear in court and provide evidence in the investigation into...
Kid Tannen? Take it back!
You can't get rid of it, Mr. McFly. Once you've been served, it's your duty to report to the court at the earliest possible time. Failure to do so could lead to a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest! But Kid'll kill me. Stupid Artie. Holy cats, what am I gonna do?
I suggest you avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Oh gosh.
Should get the achievement. Grandpa got served. Served the subpoena.
Well, we've served the subpoena and gotten a barrel of booze delivered to your house. Looks like we're off to your lab to build your rocket drill. You do have a lab, right?
What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on.
Doc! I'm off to get the rocket drill.
Good.
Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man.
Are you sure this is gonna work, Emmett?
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
That's great. How?
Well, it's very simple. This crankshaft induces a powerful direct current into the electrolysis chamber, producing hydrogen, which must be periodically released into the primary distillation barrel. While tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein flakes into this aquarium of tuber bacteria to generate the necessary nitrogen to catalyze the reaction.
Cool.
Oh, hot! Extremely hot! The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these bellows. Any questions?
So...
Emmett? Why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Sweet fancy Moses, it's my father!
So?
So, he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pour through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction. I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the... what? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late. The reaction's already started. Don't worry. I'll try to help you out where I can.
But...
Emmett?
Coming, Father! Father!
Don't you father me, child.
This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's...
So we gotta sprinkle food.
Law may be your burning passion, Father, but it
so
is...
So burning is to stoke the fire, which is the second one here.
Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws instead?
So the next one is Spark, which stands for turn to crank, all the way over here in this one.
Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett, get back here!
Oops.
You're going to find out.
If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards.
Bladders is release pressure.
This may come as
This
a
one.
shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer.
We need shock. Just turn crank.
I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet.
Then it's the bacteria.
Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy?
Then it's the crank.
Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
The pressure is release the pressure.
Ah, halfway there.
Emmett!
Keep up the good work.
Look for the capitalized statement. So fire. Fire stands for stoke fire, obviously.
Will it take to light a fire under your unappreciative hindquarters.
I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top. You have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father?
Von Brons have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man.
The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right.
So hotter, we need to stoke the fire.
Why must you always scatter condescension my way?
Burn your bridges so cavalierly, my son.
Almost there.
Emmett!
Hey, caramba.
Should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria. Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. Can't you see this is eating me up inside? Why won't you release? Listen to the words I...
Alright, so we need to... How do we quit? Save and load. Because this you can't make a mistake. So since I made a mistake, I have to quit.
Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? You call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building a good start. Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett, get back here!
Oops.
You're going to find out.
Know who invented fire, Pop?
Oh, fire. We had to stoke the fire. Grandpa got served just popped.
Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
So we're gonna pressure this.
Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it.
Hot air is to stoke the fire again.
No idea what kind of pressure I'm under.
Pressure again.
Hotter you get, the more I know I'm right.
Hotter is the fire again.
Ah, halfway there.
Emmett!
Keep up the good work. Eating you, Father,
So eating bacteria.
There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic
Flame, stoke fire.
If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards.
So bladder, release the pressure.
Under your unappreciative hindquarters.
Ignore the dad's comment.
You always scatter condescension my way.
Scatter.
Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy?
Here's the lightning machine.
Spinning in their graves right now.
Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
You keep bellowing like that.
Almost there.
So close. One more time.
Coming, Father! This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. You don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years. Stop being such a crank! This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel. Oh, maybe your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. You don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years. Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop. Law? What use as a microorganism for law? Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? If you don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me. I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil over.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
Are you okay? You and your dad sounded...
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago. We... No! Oh.
What?
Eureka! Now all we gotta do is fuel up the old rocket power drill and you and I can
take it and go.
But don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Sonny, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
Oh, in about, I'd say... I can't.
Huh?
Emmett, I'm not from the Patent Office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you, but I didn't want to. It was the only way I can get you to trust me. See, there's somebody who's in big trouble. Someone very important to me, to both of us. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight, and I need your invention to do it. I'll get it back to you, I promise. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
Wait! Keep the throttle at about 8.
Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here. Come on, start.
Sonny! You're too late!
Too late? But Doc's not supposed to be... Doc!
They're moving him to another facility for safekeeping! Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
Paddy wagon intercepted. Suspect slain. Then they're still after him. But how am I gonna rescue him now? At least the rocket part came out of this one.
I got the jailbreak achievement at this point, but the achievements have proven glitchy for me. Gonna get the drill remains and use them on Edna's bicycle.
All right, I'm coming, Doc.
Next, we want to go around to the right side and take the antenna from the roof and the tire end from the toolbox.
I said you're still in danger!
Never mind! Get me out of here, and we'll talk later!
Now you want to go around to the left side of the pendulum and use the tire iron on the spare tire. So you want to move forward and you want to examine the front window to see, and you see kid in the front window. Kind of gave that away.
What's he doing here?
Use the antenna on the car keys, but Marty's can't make the grab without Tannen seeing. So back out one screen and talk to Doc through the nearby window.
Kid Tannen's driving the truck.
Kid Tannen? That explains a lot.
Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out.
Be careful, Marty.
I'll be back.
So apparently we have to do this first, so get the antenna out. I'm gonna go to the front window. So now we speak to the doc.
Not sure what that... Keys are on the dashboard, but I can't reach them.
You need a protection appurtenance.
What?
A reach extender.
I need a distraction.
Leave it to me. Hey, driver. You're driving too fast. What time do you take those curves? I object to your tone of voice, and I find this seat distinctly uncomfortable. Do you have a pillow I can sit on? Hey, I'm talking to you, driver. Don't ignore me.
You! Phew. Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the Streak.
Use your newly acquired key on the rear doors of the paddy wagon.
They're locked!
I know!
Stand back, Doc!
Marty! Ah!
So basically we need the hubcap now. So we're gonna throw it at his gun to disarm him.
Eat lead, Sagan! Son of a bitch!
Then retrieve the gun for yourself. Shoot the cuffs off with Tannen's revolver.
Oh! This is a rescue!
And you tell him hit the throttle.
Doc!
What?
Doc! The throttle!
Why? Oh!
Triggers the end cutscene, and we should get the achievement of bicycle built for 2.
Doc! Are you okay?
I'm fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
So, what do we do now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
No, but I think we've got bigger problems right now.
Great Scott!
To be continued. And there you have episode 1, with half of the achievements basically glitching out. In the next episode.
What's happening?
I don't know. We'll have to be careful not to run into ourselves.
Hey, fellas.
All right, McFly. Let's go see the boss.
History says Tanner will be arrested by a rookie cop by the name of Danny Parker.
I fear that nothing will save Hill Valley from descending into the fires of chaos and corruption.
Nothing is over until Kid Tannen says it's over.
Going to be continued in Get Tannen. So basically it's in episodes, as you just saw. We completed the first one. We got 8 achievements, but to be honest, technically we should have 12 out of 59 with 200 gamer score. We're 80 gamer score below, and that is simply because some of these achievements just did not pop. I'm wondering if waiting till the end of this cutscene may unlock them, and if not, we're going to have to basically figure out what's going on and why they're not popping. I pretty much did every single thing I needed to do. So I will do my best to quickly check what we can do to make them pop if they truly haven't popped. But for instance, a bicycle built for 2. Gonna check and see if anyone has a comment as to it not popping, because this is really strange. I don't know why we didn't get the achievements. We did everything we had to. Like I'll say, the achievements on pot. So it should have popped, but apparently it did not. Other people are claiming they had a problem with the achievement unlocking as well. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on achievement again, guys. Technically the stream should be over, but due to the technical difficulties, I'm trying to see what the heck achievements aren't, haven't popped. So we didn't get a bicycle built for 2, which is for completing the cutscene. We did not get the junior bootlegger badge, which was simply something we should have got almost automatically. We did not get Jailbreak, which is another automatic achievement, and we didn't get Fuel Master, which I definitely did correctly after loading back. So basically these 4 achievements are what I'm missing. I'm trying to think how we can possibly deal with this. So obviously we're having a major issue here. Trying to look up achievement not unlocking for Back to the Future. So let's check something. Does it say that they're... It says they're all locked as well. As you can see, like, it doesn't say they unlocked. So I'm doing this. I'm gonna see if we could possibly load in somewhere. It's gonna load at this scene simply because I'm trying to see if we can get these achieves to pop. But obviously the achievements are very, very glitchy. Not too sure what's going on here. It's like it's stuck at a black screen. We may need to restart the game. So let's try that. Sorry guys for the issue. This is something that should not have happened. It also took me longer than I expected, but this is also my first playthrough. Also tried to go in a lot more detail than initially planned. So I definitely added some time, at least 30 to 60 minutes, something in there, compared to other people's fast runs. So I really don't want to have to replay the whole mission because it was quite time consuming. So my goal is to figure out how we can get these achievements to pop without putting too much effort into it. So I basically did everything we were supposed to. And I was hoping to not have to do it that way. Trying to load the police station one, but there you go. Achievement Fuel Master, 15 gamer score, 1.29% rare. Flawlessly mixed up a batch of Emmett's rocket fuel.
Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father?
I think we just gotta replay this partial ending and we may resolve the issues, achievement-wise.
There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father. Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Also, I'm gonna redo this.
You're going to find out. Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? Pressuring me to be something I'm not. Call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building. A good start. You're going to find out. I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet. Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pops. Halfway there.
Emmett!
Keep up the good work. Stop being such a crank.
Calm down.
Well, maybe your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine.
Pressure? You're a child. You don't know anything about pressure.
Do I get a turn to talk, or is this going to be another monologue?
Your ancestors are spinning in their graves right now.
Why are you always bellowing at me?
Are you trying to spin this argument around to my failings?
I messed up.
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Apparently bellowing, supposed to do something else. Let's see. It's supposed to stoke the fire.
It's gruel.
What will it take to light a fire under your unappreciative hindquarters?
Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it.
Oh. So hot air means I need to get the fire up. Has nothing to do with the pressure. Wow. Making mistakes here, even though I got the achievement for doing it correctly. Just bear with me. I'm trying to get through this to the jailbreak scene to try and get that achievement to pop.
If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards.
You keep bellowing like that.
Should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria.
Burn your bridges so cavalierly, my son.
This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer.
What are they feeding you in that school of yours? You look like a skeleton.
Can't you see this is eating me up inside? You don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me. Father, why don't you ever listen to me? I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top. Almost there.
Emmett!
Coming, Father! I strongly object to the current of this conversation, Father. No idea what kind of pressure I'm under. By Galileo's rotations, do you ever listen to yourself? Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes?
Oops, wrong one. I'm messing up. Probably because, you know, I've already done this. I'm just trying to rush through it a little too fast. I didn't, think that one through.
You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. Law? What use has a microorganism for law? Really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this? I get a turn to talk, or is this going to be another monologue? I Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
But I apparently missed something in there.
I thought you were a scientist.
Emmett!
I strongly object to the current of this conversation, Father.
Achievement popped. Junior bootlegger badge.
Wishes. You treat me like common bacteria. The hotter you get, the
So they're slowly popping as we do this.
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel. Stop being such a crank. You call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building a good start. By Galileo's rotations, do you ever listen to yourself? Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop. Name one great thing ever generated by a lawyer. I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil over.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
I don't think there's a way for me to skip through it faster, so we're gonna have to deal with it all through the end to see if we get the last two achieves to pop. I just want to point out we got 10 out of 12. So we just need 2, a bicycle built for 2 and jailbreak, which are 2 of the achievements that you should get naturally playing through. Apparently replaying certain portions will get the achievements to unlock. So I'm hoping replaying jailbreak will get it to that one to unlock, and the ending will hopefully get the ending to unlock. The only thing I can think of is just replaying this ending over and over until these achieves unlock. Kind of a hassle, but I'm trying to get you guys through the bugs to figure out how to get it done. So it might take additional playtime, if you don't mind.
And you and I
can take it and go.
But don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Sonny, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
Oh, in about, I'd say... I can't.
Huh?
Emmett, I'm not from the Patent Office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you, but I didn't want to. It was the only way I can get you to trust me. See, there's somebody who's in big trouble. Someone very important to me, to both of us. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight, and I need your invention to do it. I'll get it back to you, I promise. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
Wait! Keep the throttle at about 8.
Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here. Come on, start.
Sonny! You're too late!
Too late? The Doc's not supposed to be... Doc!
They're moving him to another facility for safekeeping! Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
Paddy wagon intercepted. Suspect slain. And they're still after him. But how am I gonna rescue him now?
Should get the achievement jailbreak at this point.
At least the rocket part came out of
As
this
well
one
as a
piece.
bicycle built for 2. These are 2 achievements that should pop naturally, so I don't know what's going on with this, but we're going to continue on. And we can try rinse repeating the ending if necessary, because it seemed like the achievements pop when you just have random events occurring during your playthrough. I'm trying to get them all to pop now. This stream's definitely interfering with my other streams planned, but I might move my my time around to work this out if possible. Let's sit here and pray that the achievements pop, because one of them's already not popping on time. No surprise. I have a feeling I'm going to have to do this for my whole playthrough, the entire game of just going back through to make achievements pop. I don't want to replay the whole mission though for 2 end of mission achievements, so let's see what happens. This sequence should be a lot faster since I have a better idea of what to do. Fingers crossed that
You're still in danger, Doc. I'm gonna get you out of here.
What's that?
I said you're still in danger.
Never mind, never mind. Get me out of here, and we'll talk later.
So I'm gonna do the doors. I'm just doing random things because this is how the achievements pop previously. Just do random crap and.
Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out.
Be careful, Marty.
I can't break the lock.
There's a key, but it's probably up front.
I'll be back.
I'll wait right here.
What's he doing here? Why on earth would I want to whack that with a tire iron? Kid Tannen's driving the truck.
Kid Tannen? That explains a lot.
I'll be back. Not sure what that.
You like gotta press your inventory and then just not select anything to get a distraction.
Leave it to me. Hey, driver! You're driving too fast. Watch how you take those curves. What are you trying to do? I object to your tone of voice, and I find this seat distinctly uncomfortable. Do you have a pillow I can sit on? Hey, I'm talking to you, driver. Don't ignore me.
You! You! Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the Streak.
How did you know that?
I have my sources. Stand back, Doc.
Marty! Ah!
Eat lead, Sagan! Son of a bitch!
Oh! This is a rescue!
That's the idea! Doc!
On!
Doc! The throttle!
Why? Oh!
Doc! Are you okay?
I'm fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
So, what do we do now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
No, but I think we've got bigger problems right now.
Great Scott!
And now I get the to be continued screen. So we unlocked 2 of the 4 achievements that weren't. These 2 are supposed to unlock naturally as you play the game, but for some reason, neither of them is unlocking. The bicycle build for 2 is that ending part, and jailbreak is when we break him out. This should automatically pop. I really don't know what to tell you guys. But either way, the only thing I can think of is try to load again. I know it's a little bit redundant, but this time, since it, last time I unlocked 2 achievements, I'm praying that this time it'll unlock the next 2 achievements. So here we are. Apparently it made the save at this point now. Can we, leave the area? It won't let me leave the area or anything. I don't know what to do here.
At least the rocket part came out of this in one piece. Alright, I'm coming, Doc.
I really don't have to replay the entire thing. We've gone well beyond the time we should have at this point, trying to get this to pop.
I said you're still in danger!
Never mind! Get me out of here, and we'll talk later!
As you saw last time, 2 of the achievements just popped naturally while I was redoing a section. So, that's why I'm doing this, in hopes that, this time the last 2 will unlock as we're doing this. But it doesn't seem like we might be in that luck or not. We might be out of luck on getting these to pop today, which is majorly disappointing.
What's he doing here? I need a distraction.
Leave it to me! Hey, driver! You're driving too fast! Watch how you take those cars! I object to your tone of voice, and I find this seat distinctly uncomfortable. Do you have a pillow I can sit on? Hey, I'm talking to you, driver. Don't ignore me.
You!
Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the Streak.
How did you know that?
I have my sources. Stand back, Doc.
Marty! Ah!
Eat lead, Sagan! Ow! Son of a bitch!
Oh! This is a rescue!
That's the idea. Doc!
On!
Why couldn't your younger self have built us a hoverboard?
They won't be invented for another 84 years!
Doc, the throttle!
Why? Oh!
So far, no achieves.
Doc, are you okay?
I'm fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
So, what do we do now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
No, I think we've got bigger problems right now.
Great Scott!
What's happening?
I'm just doing this because I'm trying to get this to, Alright, it's like, what's going on here?
They're lost!
I know!
Doc. I'll get you out.
Be careful, buddy.
I can't break the lock.
There's a key, but it's probably up front.
I'll be back.
I'll wait right here.
I'm just selecting a different episode to see if somehow this triggers the achievement. I don't really want to play it. So all I did was open this, which doesn't help because all this does is confirm that those two achievements didn't pop, a bicycle bill for 2 and jailbreak, and they're showing locked, even though they should have unlocked. And we got a crappy load game now. Basically on the country road. I really don't know what to do, guys. This really should not have been a problem. I'm just lost in the sense that I can't even find online people complaining about this issue. Not too sure. This really just ate up all my time. I don't know what to do, guys. It's not putting me far back enough in the mission to warrant what I need to warrant here. I'm just going to click new game because, I mean, I just have no other thoughts on how to get these achievements to pop. I'm hoping we don't got to replay the whole dang game, but I'm going to let this intro roll. I'll be back in a few minutes to try and push through this a bit.
It's Saturday morning, October 26, 1985, 1:18 a.m., and this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right. Check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Not me. The car. The car.
As you guys just saw, I honestly wasn't even at the screen, but I got a notification on my phone that the achievement just unlocked called a bicycle bill for 2. I'm thinking that I'm just going to have to replay this a little bit, hopefully not the whole mission, because all we need is jailbreak and we'll officially be done with all of the episode 1 achievements. So this just shows you overall how buggy this game is. We're just going to let this roll and, you know, we'll follow all the instructions and stuff and hammer this out as quickly as possible, which should trigger the other achievement.
Watch this. Watch this.
Achievement, 10 gamer score jailbreak. We do not even need to finish this out. So there you have it, 200 gamer score, 12 out of 59. That is where you want to be at the end of episode 1. As you can see, there's a few ways to unlock the achievements. 1, load your last save and run it a few times. If it starts getting runs where no achievements pop, just restart the whole thing. And if you earn the achievements, such as the ones that I just got, you know, bicycle bill for 2 and jailbreak, which should unlock naturally. And even Fuel Master, they just popped randomly after reloading checkpoints or restarting the game. So it's a little bit glitchy, but just push along and eventually they'll all pop. I'm hoping I don't have to do as much of this in the next episode / mission, whatever you want to call it. But you never know. So that completes my first run of this game. I did not expect this to take so long by any means, but I'll still, go for my plan to play this once a day for the next 5 days to go for 1,000 gamer score. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Would really appreciate if you like and sub, check out our other content. Thanks for watching. Peace out.